Hey everyone, Rick here, and folks, welcome back to another delve, specifically down into the Dicey Depths. Oh, that's right! We're going adventuring, and we're taking 3 adventurers with us, and I've learned a few things since that last playthrough. First of all, I'm doing kind of an overhead view this time. I think it looks pretty good. Hopefully it's not too glary or washed out. I also created this little handy player reference sheet for myself, so hopefully I won't be forgetting anything. And everything is hopefully guaranteed to remain on screen because I've kind of created a border for myself. Now, unfortunately, I can't use the metal dry erase board I used last time because it was just too glary, but the sheet of laminated paper seems to be working out okay. All right, here we go. Dice-based dungeon crawling, scalable from 1 to 4 players, potentially expandable to even more, but we are going to be playing it solo today. And the first thing we got to do is create our adventurers. All right, so here we go. Let's see if we can leave enough room to write everything down. So if you recall, if you watch the first playthrough, you know we have a fighter. We all start out at level 1. A fighter, a wizard, and of course, can't go delving without a rogue. And then we got to name them. All right, so let's go with Chester, the fighter. For the wizard, let's go with Mary. Good old Mary, the wizardress. And the rogue, let's go with Stephen. Now, if that isn't the names of 3 future champions, I have no idea what else to name them. All right, and then their attributes are going to be attack, an armor value, HP value for hit points, an IB for an initiative bonus, and then also a target range. We'll explain what each of these is in a second, as well as XP/items acquired for each of them. And hopefully my handwriting isn't too terrible for this. The downside, of course, of not having that really nice metal dry erase board is that unfortunately that one was gridded, so you could write on it pretty easily. All right, so then we are going to roll for each of their attributes. Now we have kind of modified things a little bit so that in the event that if any one of our 3 adventurers, after rolling for their attributes, has an attack, armor, and HP combined value of 10 or less, they can re-roll. They receive a little mulligan. So that might be kind of handy, and I don't want this to go down too far because we are going to be kind of drawing a little map here. And let's go ahead and put our starting space right here, and then we'll determine what direction we're going in once we get to that point. All right, what else? I think it's time to start rolling for attributes. Okay, starting with attack. We roll 2d6 and take the higher. So Chester the fighter, what is Chester's attack value? Oh, that's right, a nice meaty 6. How appropriate for our fighter. And then Mary. Mary the sorceress. I know Dungeons and Dragons fans who, you know, there's difference in classes between wizards, sorcerers, etc. are probably losing their minds right now. Okay, 3. For Mary, the magic user. And last but not least, Stephen the rogue, attack value of 6. All right, fantastic. We're off to a great start here. Armor value is next. That's a single D6, Chester, and it's actually a D3. So a 1 or a 2 is a 1, 3 or a 4 is a 2, 5 or a 6 is a 3. So Chester, again, maxes out with an armor value of 3. Mary, the magic user, a 1. Only a single point of armor. And then Stephen, the rogue, has a 2. All right, so we got a little bit of everything there. All right, now for hit points, we roll 4d6 and sum the 2 highest. All right, so for Chester, Chester has an HP of 10. So when you combine those together, that's a 19. Chester is good to go. All right, Mary, the Wizardress, has a 9. Very nice. That's not bad. So when you combine hers together, you have a 13. Totally acceptable. And then Stephen the Rogue has an HP of 12, a maximum HP potential of 12. All right, now what does that make the initiative bonus? Initiative bonus is 12 minus what the HP is. So Chester has an initiative bonus of +2, and we'll put a box here for the initiative die. Mary has an initiative bonus of +3. And Stephen, if you recall Rogue, the Rogue special ability is that they are always first. They do not even have an initiative bonus. All right, and then the target range, this will only change if one of them or two of them end up dying, but this is the roll on a d6 that a monster makes to see who they target in combat. And then XP and items, we'll find out as we acquire them. All right, folks, that is character setup. Our fighter, Chester, looking good. Mary, the wizard, looking great. Stephen, the rogue, looking fantastic. Let's head on in to the dungeon. First thing to do when we're entering is to roll to see what direction out of this entrance space we're moving. We move either left, forward, or right. 1 or a 2, 3 or a 4, 5 or a 6. All right, we're moving dead straight ahead. And then we roll to see if this room has a trap in it, if it's treasure filled, or if we just get right to combat. It is trapped on a 1. It's treasure filled on a 6. And 2 through 5, we go right to combat. All right, it is a 4. So that means not trapped, not treasure-filled. We're headed straight to combat. Now, what beasts, what monsters, what beings of the arcane might we come across here? Well, we roll a d6 and check a table. So let's see what we've got. It is a 6. Yikes. All right, so we have stumbled upon one or more elementals. Now, an elemental's what's called a tier 2 monster. That means we roll for the number of them on a d6 as a d3. So a 1 or a 2, there's only one of them. A 3 or a 4, there's 2 of them. And on a 5 or a 6, there are 3 elementals. All right, so there are 2 elementals, and we are going to use these handy little cards here. Again, just enjoy my gorgeous handwriting on those, and we'll just put that they are elementals. And why is that important? Because the only difference between the different monster types is a special ability. So just to remind us that these 2 are elementals, and elementals' ability is magic. Now, magic means you roll an additional die for each attack die result of a 6 when they're rolling for attack only. And then additional die rolls may also explode in that way. So during an attack, they'll roll, any 6s explode, which just adds more 6s, and that chain can go on indefinitely. All right, now to decide what the stats are for these elementals, we're going to take 2 dice here. And these rolls are going to determine both all the stuff up here as well as their armor value. The armor value is going to be a d3 based on this roll, but these 4 attributes up here, attack, initiative bonus, HP, and XP, the amount of experience points we get, are going to be full-on d6s. So let's see what we got. All right, so we actually have some moderately weak elementals here, which is not bad for a first room for sure. So, you know, a 1 or a 2 would be a 1, a 3 or a 4 is a 2 when it comes to armor value. So that means we have an elemental with an attack, IB, HP, and XP of 3 and an armor value of 2. And then this little elemental down here just has 1 of each. All right, now it's time to roll for initiative. Starting with this elemental up here, the IB is a +3, so 3 plus 5 is 8. The initiative value of that elemental is an 8. This one just has an initiative bonus of 1, so 1 plus 2 is a 3. All right, so we already know the rogue always goes first, but what about Chester? Chester has a 2 plus 2, and that is a 4. And typically I will stick a die there with the actual value for their initiative if it was greater than 6. But in this case, since it's not, we'll just keep it simple. So 2 plus 2, and then we'll just remember that's a 4. All right, so then for Mary, she has 3 plus 4 is a 7. All right, so that's actually also what we'll do. So 3 plus 4 is a 7. And again, Stephen the Rogue always goes first. Now it's time for combat. And it goes in initiative order, starting with Stephen, and we'll put these little beads next to him to denote who has gone already. Stephen goes first. Stephen has an attack attribute of 6, which means he rolls 6 attack dice. Now, who does he want to target here? And you can split the attack rolls up. Now, again, this one has 3 HP. This one only has a single HP. Oh, let's split them up. All right, so we're going to do... Well, you know what? No, let's not split them up. Let's not get too crazy right away. Let's just go all 6 on this first elemental. Armor value of 2 means Stephen needs 3s or better to hit. Oh my gosh, look at that. All right, that was pretty fantastic. So those 4 dice hit, potentially, so we'll set those aside, and then this elemental gets to roll for defense. Defensive roll just needs to equal or exceed each of those dice, and in defense you get as many dice as the attack roll. So in this case, 4 defense dice, looking for a lot of 6s here, and he only gets a 1, and unfortunately the other 3 don't block a single thing. So that is 3 wounds that have gotten through, and again, HP of 3 means that elemental is out of here. And because, again, it had 3 for that XP value, that means Stephen just got himself 1, 2, 3 XP. Adventurers level up for every 10. Every 10 XP, they gain a level. All right, Stephen, fantastic job, my friend. We are off to a great start. That elemental has been eliminated. And why did I decide to target him completely at first? And as you can see, it's a good thing I did, because, you know, it took that entire roll to get rid of that elemental, but it had the next highest initiative, and so it would have gone next, and we don't need that kind of negativity in our lives right now. All right, so next up in initiative order is Mary with a 7. So Mary's rolling 3 attack dice. She only has 1 target left. She's going to go after that elemental. Now, what is the wizard special ability? Wizard special ability is any pairs rolled are an extra dice. Now, unlike the elemental special of getting extra 6s all the time, the pairs, if you explode with more dice in a pair, those exploding dice don't create new pairs. So just on this initial roll, any pairs are extra dice. All right, Mary, targeting this, it only has an armor value of 1, so Mary's just looking for 2s or better, and that'll do it. So there you go. There's 2 4s, and that's a pair. This 1 did nothing, but since that is a pair, that's another die. So there is Mary's attack roll. 2 4s and a 5. So this elemental, again, you always get defense dice equal to the number of attack dice. This elemental is looking to negate, essentially, in this case, all of it. It only has a single point of HP, so it can't afford to, you know, lose any. And oh my gosh, it pretty much knew that Mary was coming for it. Didn't even put up a fight. That's 3 wounds that have gone through and killed that elemental. For her efforts, Mary gets an experience point, and we have succeeded in moving on from that first room. All right, and that is essentially how a round works. All right, let's move on to the next room. Okay, so first thing again is going to be to roll. Get rid of those initiative bonuses to see what direction we're moving in this time. And this time we're taking a left. A 1 or a 2, we take a left. All right, now is this room trapped or treasure filled? Neither. We move straight to combat. All right, what is in this room? All right, a 3 means there are kobolds, and a kobold is a tier 1, which means the quantity is a straight up D6. There can be up to 6 kobolds in this room, and there are 3. So we'll grab 3 of these cards to denote that there are 3 kobolds. Oh my gosh. Let's hope that our adventurers are up for the challenge. And everything looks like it's still on screen, though. Hopefully it's not too blurry right here. All right, so We're rolling 3 dice to see what the stats are of these kobolds. All right, so we have a couple that are basically level 2. Now, these stats for a tier 1 monster are also D3s. And then we have one that's just simply a 1. And then since the armor is also a D3, we just take that initial roll and copy it for the armor value. Simple enough. So we have 2 level 2 kobolds and 1 level 1. All right, now it's time to check that initiative. This one up here, and let's put down that these are kobolds. Now, a kobold's special ability is that they have what's called dodge. When they're defending, they can re-roll 1 time any defense die results of 1. So it makes them a little sneakier. They're able to defend a little bit better. So this first kobold, it has an initiative bonus of 2. So 2 plus 5 is a 7 initiative. And then this kobold down here also has a 2 plus 3 is a 5. And this last little baby kobold has a 1 plus 1. It only has an initiative value of 2. All right. And that means over to our heroes. Stephen always is going first, but Chester has a 2 plus 4 is a 6. And then for Mary, she has a 3 plus 2 is a 5. All right. So, and I'm just going to cover this number up with this just because it's easier just to look and see what those are. Okay, so a 6, a 5. We have a 7 and a 5. So the 5s will be simultaneous, but it'll go Stephen, this kobold, Chester, Mary, and this kobold simultaneously, unless this little baby kobold. All right, that means Stephen again. The rogue always goes first. So Stephen again, rolling 6 attack dice. Does he want to split these up at all? Oh boy. Yeah, let's split them up. So let's go 4 dice on this kobold and 2 dice on the baby kobold. Let's go ahead and roll this one first. Stephen has no special abilities with the attack attribute because the rogue's special ability is just simply going first. All right, so in this case, armor value of 2 means 3s or better. All right, so we got a couple there. So then this kobold in defense going to be rolling 3 dice, trying to get rid of as much of that as possible. And it does actually get rid of 2 of it. So only 1 die gets through, which means this first kobold takes a wound. And see, that's kind of the danger of splitting the dice up. Obviously, Stephen was hoping to knock out 2 kobolds, and he's only wounded 1 of them so far. All right, so the little baby kobold, armor value of 1, means Stephen needs 2s or better. And actually got both dice, a 2 and a 6. It only has 1 HP, so that 6 is looking pretty juicy there for potentially making it through. Baby kobold rolling 2 defense dice here. Oh my gosh, the baby kobold. Look at that. 4 beats a 2, 6 equals a 6. So, man, Stephen's gamble of splitting up those attack dice did not pay off. All right, who's next in initiative order? Well, it's this kobold. So we finally get to see what a monster's attack looks like. So we have, this is how it'll work. We have that target range. First, we're going to roll to see who this targets. All right, it's a 1. That means we're going after Chester. This kobold with 2 attack dice going after Chester. Chester has an armor value of 3, though. That means we need 4s or better. All right, not a bad. All right, that means Chester is going to be looking to roll hopefully pretty decent here. Again, 2 defense dice equaling, the amount of attack dice that got through. Now, Chester, the fighter's ability, I don't think we've gone over it yet, is that his 6s explode just like the elementals. So his 6s explode, but unlike the elemental, Chester, the fighter, his 6s explode in attack or defense. So we'll see how much of this he can negate. Oh, thank goodness. Look at that. So he rolled a 6. So that'll get rid of that 6. This 2 would have done nothing. All right, but that 6 he rolled explodes, so he gets another die. Let's see if it'll be a 4 or more. And it is. Oh, fantastic. All right, so Chester was able to knock that one out of the park, and I should put a little bead on there showing that that guy went. Stephen has already activated, and this kobold has already activated. So who's up next in initiative order? Well, it is Chester. Does Chester want to seek retribution or try something else? Well, let's go ahead and see, let's do Chester, 6 attack dice, and he's actually going to target this kobold over here. Couple reasons why. Number one, this one hasn't gone yet, so if he can take it out, it won't go. And because with 6 dice, you'd think he'd be able to target this one and wipe it out completely, whereas that one only has 1 HP left anyway. Chester, 6 dice on that kobold, which has an armor value of 2, so 3s or better, and again, 6s explode. Oh my gosh, look at that attack roll. That was fantastic. So they all hit, plus one of them was a 6, which means he gets another die, and that 2 does not hit. All right, so 6 potential wounds, and that kobold only has an HP of 2. So let's see how much of this the kobold can defend against. Again, re-rolling 1s, and it rolled no 1s, unfortunately. So it does take out 2 5s, takes out a 4, takes out a 3. So 2 wounds still get through, which is enough to eliminate that kobold. All right, that was pretty darn good because, man, now all 3 of our adventurers, 1, 2 in this case for that kobold, have some experience. And that threat of that kobold has been eliminated. All right, who's up next? Well, it would have been Mary and that kobold, but since it's gone, put that there so we see that Chester's already gone. It's up to Mary now. Now, what does Mary want to do? She has 3 attack dice. Does she want to try to go for that guy, split them up, or take out the baby one? Let's just do all 3 on this one, the biggest one left. All right, so armor 2 means 3s or better, and again, pairs explode. All right, and see, that's the fantastic thing about the wizard's ability. Even though those 2 1s would have done nothing, it gives her an extra die. So she's rolled a 6 plus a 2, so the 2 did nothing. But a 6, and plus, when you're rolling in defense, you'll see in this game that the advantage is really to the attacker, because the attacker gets all their dice. A defender only gets the amount of dice that the attacker rolled, so this only has a 1 in 6 chance of blocking it, and it has to. It only has 1 wound left. This kobold will be going down if it can't roll a 6. All right, nope, the 2 does nothing. So Mary has eliminated this kobold, which gives her 2 more experience points. All right, Mary. Fantastic. Now, unfortunately, that does leave this kobold, which has not yet gone. So here we go. Who does this kobold target? A 3. It's Mary. All right. Only 1 die, though, for attack, but Mary only has an armor value of 1. So this kobold only needs a 2 or better, and it rolls a 5. So similar situation here. Mary, it's going to be tough. Only a 1 in 3 chance to get a 5 or better, and she can't roll pairs with only 1 die, and she does not. So our first wound on an adventurer happens right here. We'll put that right there. So these little wound dice, we'll put them next to the total HP until the HP drops to 6 or less. Then we'll actually cover that number. In this case, though, it'll be 9 with 1 wound, so she's down to 8 HP. And then we would put a little thing there showing that it's gone. And now we will refresh and go into the next round of combat, starting again with Stephen. 6 attack dice. And I should say, the other thing that Mary, as a wizard, can do is, even though pairs do explode, she can take them as crystals instead and use those for extra dice whenever she wants. So unlike Chester's ability, when 6s explode, he has to use those 6s right then. Mary's pairs, she can save them for later if she doesn't think it warrants it. Like in this case, Stephen's rolling 6 dice against an armor 1 with 1 HP. If, pairs mattered in this case, he'd probably want to save those pairs for an attack or defense roll down the line. But again, Stephen doesn't have that option. So we're looking for 2s or better, and we do have quite a few of those. So 2 2s, 2 4s, that's the kind of roll that Mary would be looking for. All right, that's 5 potential wounds. This kobold has shrugged off an attack in the past. Can it do the same this time? Oh My gosh, I think it actually did. So a 2 and a 3 block those two 2s. A 4 blocks a 4, a 5 blocks a 4, and a 6 blocks a 5. Unreal! That baby kobold, you'd think it was, a foregone conclusion, but no. Unfortunately, that did not happen. All right, but we still have the full gamut of adventurers before this one gets to act. So Chester is up next with an initiative of 6. Chester rolling 6 dice, and Chester's 6s explode, just needing 2s or more. All right, so we have a couple 2s, a couple 4s, and a 6, which explodes for another 4. All right, can this kobold do it again? Can it thwart another seemingly good attack roll? Are you kidding me? No way! 2 beats a 2. Look at all these 4s. 4 4s beat a 2 and the other 3 4s, and the 6s negate each other. Unreal! Are you kidding me? I've never seen this before. Oh my gosh. Chester the fighter. This is insane. Oh god, that's why I love this game. All right, so Mary, come on, Mary. She can do it. 3 dice, and don't forget, pairs explode. Armor value 1, 2s or better. No pairs, but we have 3 dice this time. Sometimes the lower amount of dice is the more risky because you have less dice to try to get what you need to get. Does this kobold have it in it to block this? Oh my gosh, anything's possible at this point. No! Finally, Mary, the 3 and the 6 get through for 2 wounds. Finally, Mary was able to do it. That's another point of XP. And we finally cleared this room. Good grief. All right, that was a ton of fun. All right, folks, I'm going to pause it here and we will be back in a second. All right, and we are back. Okay, we're heading into room 3. What direction are we headed? And we are headed straight ahead, as a matter of fact. All right, now is this room trapped or treasure-filled? Neither. What is in this room? A 1 means skeletons. How many skeletons? 2. All right, so we have 2 skeletons in this room, and they are D3 monsters. So what are their stats? Pretty weak. We have a 2 and a 1. So we will set them up here. And first one, initiative. Initiative bonus of 2 plus 1 is only a 3. All right. And then this one, a 1 plus 1 is a 2. So we have a couple very slow skeletons here. Chester, initiative bonus of 2 plus 4 is a 6. And Mary, 3 plus 2 is a 5. All right, so now, obviously, Stephen goes first. And the order is going to greatly benefit the heroes in this case. So all 3 will get to go before the skeletons. And I guess I should write here now. All right, so skeleton special ability is Relentless. They get to re-roll 1 time all attack dice that fail to beat the armor value of the heroes. So that is a pretty nice ability. All right. Stephen up first. 6 attack dice. Now, Stephen did not learn his lesson. He wants to split these up again. 4 on that one, 2 on that one. Here we go. 4 attack dice needing 3s or better. Okay, there you go. And that one only has 2 HP, so Stephen might be able to do it here. We'll see what the skeleton rolls in defense. And he did it. He killed it. The 6 beats the 6 and the 4 beats the 4, but the 1 and the 2 don't do anything. So that's 2 wounds, and Stephen, the rogue, has just killed that skeleton. And that was a level 2, so 1, 2, Stephen is up to 5 XP. Good job, Stephen. And Stephen is not done yet. 2 more dice on this one. Only armor value of 1, so 2s or better. And that's a single 5. And that's all he would need. This skeleton just has a single die to get a 5 or better. And it doesn't. There we go. That's an example of splitting up the dice actually doing well. So boom, and there's one more XP for Steven. All right, good job, Steven. Clear that up. Moving on, what direction are we headed this time? And it is, again, straight ahead. Oh my gosh. This was a long passageway, apparently, or whatever. All right, so is this room trapped or treasure-filled? Neither. What's in... Oops, I just threw that completely out of the tray. What's in here? A 3. More kobolds. And how many? 4. Okay, here we go. This is Revenge of the Baby Kobolds. Revenge for the death of that poor baby kobold. All right, so now it's time. We roll 4 dice. These are D3. Tier 1 kobolds. So what are their stats? Oh my gosh! Can you believe it? We killed off that poor baby kobold, and then boom, we have 4 tier 3 kobolds to deal with here. Holy cow. So again, a tier 1 monster means that their level is basically a D3, but that means that they are all 3 3s for everything. 3 armor value, so only 4s or better will hit them. 3 HP, 3 attack dice. Holy cow, this is nuts. Initiatives all around. This one, 3 plus 3 is a 6. 3 plus 5 is an 8. 3 plus 5 is an 8. 3 plus 1 is a 4. There's a bit of a break because, my God. Chester, 2 plus 1 is a 3. Mary, 3 plus 4 is a 7. All right, so that's where we'll keep them split up since a single die can't show 7 or more. I am going to typically I will reorder these just a bit, just so we can, that way it's easier to tell who is going next. So 8, 8, 6, 4, and these are all kobolds. Again, kobolds, reroll 1 time, defense dice of 1. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. So who's starting? Well, obviously Steven. Steven always goes first. Does Steven want to split his dice up here or what? Oh my gosh, I don't think so. Let's just start taking them out one at a time. Let's go with this one. I guess either one of those, but we'll do this one. So armor 3 means 4s or better. Oh my gosh. Oh God, that's not looking too good. So a 4 and a 5. So no matter what, this one is going to remain among the living. But it will take both of those wounds. Okay, so at least Steven took a big chunk out of that guy. Who's next? Unfortunately, it is both of these kobolds. Let's do this one first. Who does it target? All right, it's Chester. Chester has an armor value of 3, so 4s or better. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Look at that. 4, 5, 6. Chester, don't forget 6s explode. Not a single 6. A 4 will beat a 4, but that is 2 wounds on Chester. He's down to 8 wounds. All right, so that was that kobold. Next kobold, who does it target? Chester again. Oh no, not Chester. 3 more dice. 4s or better. Thank gosh, look at that. Nothing but 2s. Complete miss. Oh, that was a nice little break for us. All right, now Mary is up next with a 7 initiative. Mary again, 3 dice for her. Pairs explode. Who does she want? Does she want to finish off that one or go after one of the ones that haven't gone yet? Oh boy, let's finish off this one because more than likely with 3 dice, she's not going to completely eliminate either one of those. So let's just take this guy out. Hopefully, I knock on wood. Okay, 4s or better, pairs explode. No pairs, but a 5 and a 6. That's looking good. Kobolds reroll defense rolls of 1, of course, don't forget. All right, and there you go. 2 wounds. Perfect. Mary has eliminated this wounded kobold. Fantastic. And that nets Mary 3 experience points. All right, perfection. 5, 6, 7. She's 3 away from leveling up, and we can start to improve her pathetic attack value at that point. All right, next. It is all the kobolds. All 3 of them are going to go now. All right. Here we go. Starting with the Big Papa Kobold. Who does it target? Chester. Good God, what did Chester do? Mary was the one who finished off the baby kobold. Why are all these kobolds attacking poor Chester? 4 and a 6. Remember, kobolds only reroll defense rolls of 1, not attack rolls. So a 4 and a 6 on Chester. Come on, Chess. Well, he blocked one of it with a 4, but the 6 gets through, so that is a wound. Chester's down to 7 wounds. All right. This kobold here. A 2. Chester again. Jeez Louise. 4s are better. Nothing. There we go. Every once in a while we catch a break. All right. Last kobold. There we go. Steven finally gets targeted by someone. Steven only needs 3s or more to get hit, but only a single 4. All right, basically a 50-50 shot here. Can Steven block it? Yes, good job, Steven. All right, that was all the kobolds. Now we go over to Chester. Now, what does Chester want to do? Well, I guess it really doesn't matter. Let's just go after the highest initiative kobold. So 6 dice. All on this one, needing 4s or better, and don't forget 6s explode, and holy explosion, look at that. Good night. That is 5 hits right out off the bat, and 4 more dice. Chester's pissed. Chester is pissed as hell. Are you kidding me? 4s or more, and look at that. There's another 4 or a 4 and another 6. So that is another explosion. It's a 1. All right, there we go. Good grief, that's 7 dice. 5 of which are 6s. Does this kobold have any shot at all of remaining among the living here? Kobolds, reroll defense rolls of 1. Oh my gosh, it had several 1s. These 3s will do nothing. This 5 blocks the 5, but there are still 6 dice here. Doesn't matter what it rolls, it's dead. Well, yeah, even if it rolled all 3 6s, it would still take 3 wounds, enough to kill it. And it only rolled a 5, which would block a 4, so it takes 5 wounds. Good night. Chester was pissed as hell. That's 3 experience. 1, 2, 3. Up to 5 experience for old Chess. Good to see. Chester coming out swinging here. All right. Now, that was everybody. Refresh the initiative tokens, and we'll start again with Steven. Steven, who was greatly inspired by Chester's heroicism there. 6 dice. Let's just go all here on this 6 initiative kobold. 4s or better. Oh, yikes. Maybe he wasn't that inspired, but 2 6s. All right. So it's not going to be killed, but it does take 2 wounds. Excellent. That's a good start at the very least. And plus, Mary gets to go now, so she can finish this one off and potentially level up. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Ugh, we know what happens when we do that. So Mary, initiative of 7 is next. She only has 3 attack dice. She needs 4s or better, but this one only has 1 wound left. Pairs explode. Oh, God. A single 4 is all she rolled. 1 defense die. 50-50 shot for this kobold. Dang! Oh, that's a shame. It blocked Mary's initial attempt, and that means it gets to go next. Oh, yikes. So who does this kobold target? Steven. All right. 3 dice against Steven. Steven, armor value of 2 means this kobold needs 3s or better. Oh, boy. All 3 hit. What does Steven have up his sleeve to defend against this? Nothing! Oh, yikes! Well, Steven does have the most HP out of anyone, but still no one wants to take 3 wounds. Good lord. All right, that means next up is this kobold. Who does it target? All right, Mary. Mary's getting targeted this time. Mary only has an armor value of 1, so this kobold only needs 2s or better. Oh, yikes. Are you kidding me? All right, Mary, come on. Let's see what you can do here. Oh, not a whole lot. Only blocks one of it. The 2 6s get through, which means Mary takes 2 more wounds, from 1 wound to 3 wounds, and 9 minus 3 is a 6, so that's where I'll just cover up the 9 with the 6. That's how many wounds she has left. All right, Chester. We're over to old Chess here. What are we going to do? You want to split up some dice here? Because, my gosh, he exploded that last time. He has 6 dice. This one only has 1 wound left. Oh, boy. Steven will get 6 dice on that one. Would it be nice if it already was wounded a little bit, though? Should we do 3 and 3 or 4 and 2? Oh, let's do 3 and 3. All right. We're going to split them up. Oh, hopefully this wasn't a terrible idea. All right. 3 dice on this guy. 4s or better. 6s explode. A single 6. That's all we need, though. Plus nothing. All right, so this defense die against 6. It only has a 1 in 6 chance of living, and it is killed. Good job, Chest. All right, 1, 2, 3 experience points for knocking out that kobold. Fantastic. All right, so not only did it eliminate that kobold entirely, but now let's see what kind of damage it can do to this one. 4s or more. Oh, yikes. Sorry. He spent all his strength against that. All right, we have 1 left. We're resetting all of the initiatives. Steven, we're going next. Steven, 6 dice. 4, 5, 6. Against this one. This one hasn't taken a single wound yet. 4s or more. All right, well, we have enough here to potentially eliminate it as long as it rolls low. Don't forget, it re-rolls 1s on defense. Hopefully I've been remembering to do that. Re-rolling 1s on defense. God, were those all 4s? Or I thought it was like 3 4s and a 6. Oh, man, I probably messed that up. What do we have here? Well, the 6 would have blocked a 6 anyways, and 3 wounds would have still gotten through. Excellent. All right, fantastic. That was great. Good job, Steven. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. 9 experience points. So, right now we have 7 experience, 8 experience, 9 experience. All 3 of them are about to level up. And that'll also allow them to regain some health and boost up some of their attributes. All right, where are we looking on time? Okay, that's all right. Okay, so next room. What direction are we headed in this time? Straight ahead again? Wow, okay. All right, and then is this room trapped or treasure filled? It is neither. All right, what's in here? 5. Those are ogres. Yikes, D3 ogres. That means there's 2 ogres. And how strong are they? Ooh, oh boy. We have a medium and a tough. All right, so these are, we keep the D6 for that, and then the armor's a D3, so that would be a 2 armor for that one and a 3 armor for that one. All right, and then the initiatives. 3 plus 2 is a 5. And then on this one, a 5 plus 3 is an 8. All right, let's reorder these guys. The 8 and the 5. All right, Chester, 2 plus 1. Yikes. Only a 3 initiative. And then a Mary, 3 plus 6. There we go. That's a 9, so she even beats that other one. Good job, Mare. All right, so, as always, Steven going first. 6 dice. What does he want to do here? Does he want to go after the... that has 5 hit points. Oh, boy. What do we do? What do we do? Let's just go for it. Let's do all 6 on this big Papa Ogre. Armor 3 means 4s or more. Oh, yikes. A single 5 is all Steven could muster. Can this ogre defend against it, though? No. All right, well, you got to start somewhere, right? Steven did a wound to that ogre. All right, but Mary gets to go next. Now, what does Mary want to do here? Does she want to chip away at that guy more? Or she could potentially take this one out. Let's just keep working on that guy till he looks a little more manageable. So 4s or more. Oh, nice. Not only did she get 2 6s, but that's a pair. Does she want to take it as a gem for later? No, we better use it now. Hopefully this ends up being a 4 or more. Oh, sweet. Trip 6s. So that means this ogre, oh, she could do a lot of damage here. Oh, and by the way, the ogre's special ability is adding 1 to the result of each attack die to a max of 6. So it has no defensive special ability, which is a darn shame for it because those 3 6s are all 3 wounds. 4 out of 5 wounds. That ogre's not looking that good. Oh, I keep forgetting, I think, to write what they are down here. All right. So that was pretty darn good, Mare. Good job. For only having 3 attack value, good job. All right, now what? Both ogres get to go. And this was what I did not want to have happen. 5 attack dice, all +1. Someone is going to get... Oh, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to jinx it. All right, who does this ogre target, first of all? Chester. Old Chester. All right, so 5 attack dice. These are all +1. Armor value 3 means 4s or better. In reality, 3s are better because they're all +1. So 4s or better is what we're looking for. All right, so that 5 becomes a 6. That 5 becomes a 6. That 4 becomes a 5. And these 2 3s each become 4s. Oh, no. That means all 5 of those dice got through. All right, so 5 defense dice. Now, don't forget, Chester's 6s explode here. Oh, and thank gosh, because he was able to block 3 of it. And 1 of them was a 6, so he will get to roll another die and hopefully get a 4 or more. No. That means 2 wounds, so that's 5, and we'll replace that 10 with the 5. So he has 5 wounds left. All right. Thankfully, they're all about to level up, so we'll get some healing and some better strength. All right, but then this ogre gets to go. Here we go. Who does it target? Hopefully not Chester again. All right, it's Mary. All right, Mary, brace yourself. 3 attack dice here. She only has an armor value of 1, so 2s are better. And these are all +1, so they're all 3 guaranteed to hit. 2 becomes a 3, 2 becomes a 3, 4 becomes a 5. All right, that's not too terrible here, Mare. You can defend against this. 3 defense dice and pairs explode. All right, no pairs, but she does block 2 of it. All right, not bad. She is also now down to 5 wounds, 5 hit points. All right, we survived down to Chester. Chester, 6 dice. So what does he want to do here? Does he want to split the die? Because that only has a wound left. Oh boy, I'm afraid, but I'm going to do 3 and 3. Who should we roll first? Let's go for this one. Let's see if we take this guy out. 4s or more. No, Chester, 3 1s, really, really. All right, so that did nothing. Let's hope for something a little bit better down here. 3s or better. Did I say 3s or better for that one? It was 4s or better. This is 3s or better. That's a lot better. Well, you know, relatively speaking. He does explode 1 of the 6s. Oh, that doesn't do anything, though. 2 3s and a 6. Now, if this ogre completely whiffs this defense roll, it could spell the end. But no, actually, it only takes a single wound. All right, so, I mean, you gotta start somewhere, chipping away at him. At least both ogres are wounded now. All right, Chester went, so let's refresh all the initiatives, and we'll start again. Thankfully, our heroes both get to go first. Steven. Who does Steven want to go after? Do we dare split them up again? Oh, yikes. I'm going to split them up again. Oh, this is probably a bad idea. But we still have Mare to pick up the scraps. All right, so we're going against this one with this. All right, 3 attack dice. 4s or better. Nice! Look at that. All right, Steven. That's pretty good. This one only has a wound left. We just have to see a 1, 2, or 3. Yes, we do. Look at that. 4 and a 5 block the 4 and the 5, but the 1 lets the 6 get through, and boom, that is the 5th and final wound on that ogre, and that was a huge ogre with 5 experience points. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Steven is now at level 2. We'll level him up at the end of the current room. But we're not done yet. 3 attack dice on this one. Armor 2 means 3s or better. All right, well, that won't be enough to kill him. There is a 6 there, but he's setting it up for Mary. And yes, good job. That'll boost that wound to 2. Only 1 wound left. Now it is over to Mary with an initiative of 9. Come on, Mare. Pairs explode. 3 dice. It only has 1 wound left, needing 3s or more. All right, that's a pair of 4s. Come on, let's see this be something good. Nope, it's not. But we just need to see a 1, 2, or 3 here. Darn it! No, Mare, that's a shame. So that ogre is going to get to go with only 1 HP left. Okay, so who does this ogre target? It targets Steven. All right, out of all of them, it's probably the best thing to target Steven because he has the most HP left. All right, 3 attack dice needing 3s or better. And they're all +1. Can't forget that. They're all +1. So that 5's a 6. That 3's a 4. That 2 is a 3. Unfortunately, all 3 get through. All right. Come on, Steven. Let's see how much of this Steven can block. Oh my gosh, he blocks it all. 3 and 2 6s. Boom. Good job, Steve. All right, so that leaves Chester. Come on, Chess. We have 6 attack dice here, needing 3s or better. Oh, do you hear that angel singing when he rolled that? Good Lord. Because that's 2 5s, 2 exploding 6s, and a 3 and a 4. 2 exploding 6s, or a 3 and a 5. Oh, man, you love to see it. Okay, here we go. That is, geez Louise, 8 attack dice. And again, the ogre has no defensive special ability here. It only has 1 HP left. So if out of all 8 of these dice we see a 1 or a 2, it's over. There it is. Boom. I mean, I don't want to go through the math on all these because it's pretty blatantly obvious when there's 3 2s and there's no 2s here that it's going to go through. But obviously you can see 6 blocks of 6, 6 blocks of 6, 5 blocks of 5, and then the 4 and the 3. But that leaves 2 5s and a 3, which these 3 2s do nothing about. And that does the final wound. Good job, Chess. All right, and that was a level 3, so that's 3 experience points. All right, that'll also level Chester up. I don't know if I've had 2 adventurers level up 1, 2, 3 at the end of the same room before. All right, we'll get rid of those, clean this up. All right, end of the room means it's time for leveling up. So Steven's level 2, Chester's now level 2, and now it's time to heal. It's a D3 healing. First Chester. 3 wounds healed, so he's 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's just down to 2 wounds there. 10 minus 2 is 8. All right, and then Steven, D3, healing 2. Nice. So he only has a single wound. And then they each get to add 1 to either attack, HP, or their initiative bonus. Since Steven doesn't have any attack attributes, and he already has a fantastic HP, let's bump up his attack, because obviously his strength is going first. So let's give him 7 attack dice. Chester, similar situation. His IB's not that bad, a +2. I mean, we could bump him up a bit. HP 10's respectable, but I mean, again, I'm kind of all about right now bumping up the attack. Now, okay, before I do that though, let me say this. If you choose to bump up HP, you get another D3 healing roll. So his max HP would be bumped up to 11, and we would get another D3 healing roll. That might benefit someone like Mary, but with only 2 wounds, I'm not ready to do that yet. I still want to, and that was just a way to make bumping up HP a little more, also help them if they're so terribly wounded, but we want as many dice as we possibly can for Chester to roll those 6s. All right, folks. Let's end it there because, gosh, these last a long time. I might do a part 2, though, but thank you all so much for watching, and until next time. Okay, folks, and we are back with part 2 of, oh, that's right, Dicey Depths, All right, so to recap, where are we? Well, we are about to enter the what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th room. So we've already conquered 5 rooms. Here are our 3 adventurers: Chester, Mary, and Stephen, the fighter, the wizard, and the rogue. Chester, 8 health points left. Mary, 5 health points left. And Stephen looking fresh with 11 health points left. Also, Stephen and Chester are both level 2. Mary, just 3 XP away from leveling herself up as well. All right, folks, let's dive right in. We're moving into the next room. What direction are we headed? Again, 1 or a 2, 3 or a 4, 5 or a 6 means that, oh, that's right, this passageway continues in a straight line. Is it trapped or treasure-filled? Trapped on a 1, treasure on a 6. It's a 2. 2 through 5 mean we go right to combat. All right, so what monsters await? A 2, that means goblins. All right, how many goblins are there? The max. Oh, yikes. Okay, folks, you're in for a treat, because for the first time this delve, we are going to be pulling out all 6 of these monster cards. We just walked into a room packed with goblins. All right. These are D3 strength goblins. So let's see what we're up against. Oh my gosh. Well, we have a couple of weak ones, but we have 4 of the best of the best. All right. So the 1 and the 2 become 1s, rolling them as D3s. So that means they have 1 attack point, 1 HP, only give 1 XP, and a 1+1 initiative bonus, and a 1 for an armor value. All right, that is on both of those. And then the other 4, 5 or 6s mean 3s. All right, so that means 3s all around for these 4 goblins. And that includes their armor value as well, unfortunately. So only 4s or better are going to be able to hit them. And they're rolling 3 attack dice apiece. Well, at least we're guaranteed to get some massive experience points out of all this. All right, it's time to figure out their initiative. Let's start up here. Let's go boom, boom, and down and across. Okay, here we go. First one, 3 plus 3 is a 6. 3 plus 3 is also a 6. 3 plus 1 is a 4. 3 plus 6 is a 7. Yikes. 1 plus 1 is a 2. And 1 plus 6 is also a 7. Good Lord. Can you see this side of them? Not too good. So let's shift that over a little bit. Okay, so let's kind of configure these carefully. So we have, let's boost this up, and we'll do the same with this one. So we have our 2 7s up top. Then we'll do our 2 6s, and then our 4 and our 2, just to kind of get them in initiative order so we don't get too out of line when we are now battling, geez Louise, 6 goblins. That's absolutely insane. All right, it was bound to happen though sometime, right? When you're fighting D6 of something. All right, Chester, initiative bonus of +2. 2 plus 3, unfortunately, is only a 5. All right, and then Mary, 3 plus 5 is an 8. Good job, Mary. Because that means she, well, is better than all of them. So it's going to be Stephen, who always goes first, then Mary, then these 4 goblins, then Chester, then these 2 goblins. And I'll just put this. And since this is the first time we're fighting goblins, we'll go over their special rule, which is Fury. Where kobolds reroll 1 time all defense die results of 1, goblins reroll 1 time all attack die results of 1. Yikes. All right, here we go. Let's dive right in, folks. This one is going to be messy. We're going to start with Stephen. Stephen, who just leveled up. Don't forget, Chester and Stephen are now rolling 7 attack dice apiece. All right, so we got 7. And what does he want to do here? Does he want to split any of them up? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You know what? He does. Let's do 5 attack dice on that one and 2 attack dice on this one. He feels pretty confident about that. All right, 5 attack dice here means 4s or better. Oh, God. Steven rolls 2 4s, and that means this goblin's going to be rolling 2 defense dice, trying to get 4s or better. And it blocks one, but does not block the other. So that is a wound. So at least it wasn't all for naught. But now, 2 attack dice on this goblin. Only armor value of 1, so 2s or better. Okay, there you go. 3 and a 6. 2 dice. It has to block both of these. Otherwise, that goblin is out of here. All right, and it blocks the 3 with the 4, but the 2 does nothing. 1 wound gets through, so that is 1 goblin out of here. Okay, fantastic. So we will turn that over, and that means that is 1 experience point for Steven. He's already at 15 XP. So again, if you're new here, or I can't even remember if I went over it in the original video, the goal here is to fight the final boss, and in order to trigger the final boss, we need to clear the 15th room, or once we hit 100 XP, the final boss appears at the end of that room, or we can summon him ourselves once our party hits 50 experience points or more. And why would you maybe not want to do it right when you hit 50? Well, if someone's just about to level up and they need to get some hit points back or something like that, you may wait another room or 2 or more to see how much more treasure and experience you can collect. But 50 is the minimum. And where are we? 10, 20, 33. 33 experience points, so we're over halfway there already. All right, here we go. Next up is Mary. Come on, Mare. Mary the Wizard. Steven the Rogue's special ability was always going first. Mary the Wizard's special ability is any pairs she rolls explode with an extra die. Technically, she can save them as crystals to use them as extra die in the future, but with only 3 attack dice, typically we've been having her use them right then and there. So who does she want to go after? Let's go after this one. You know, I was thinking maybe take out this little one, but this one's wounded here. The door was open. Steven the Rogue opened the door on that one. How are we looking? Everything seems to be in frame, okay? So, well, let's see. Can this get shuffled over just a bit? All right, perfect. Okay. 3 dice on this one, needing 4s or better, and pairs explode. All right, and that's exactly what we were looking for. All 3 hit, plus the pair of 5s means an extra die. Come on, damn it. It was only a 3, so the armor value blocks that one from hitting. However, here we go. These 3 dice are now going to try to be defended against by this goblin. If we see, well, let's just roll, and then we'll tidy it up later. All right, so it takes a wound. The 6 blocks a 5, the 4 blocks a 4, the 5 gets through. It doesn't kill it, but it does take another wound. All right, Mary, good effort. All right, now it is time for these 3 goblins to go. Yikes. All right, in initiative order, this one. Here we go. Who does it target? We're looking at 1 or 2, 3 or 4, 5 or 6. So a 3 means Mary gets targeted. There's 3 attack dice here. And don't forget, goblins re-roll 1s. And there is a 1. Mary only has an armor value of 1. So it's looking for 2s or better. So those 2 hit. Now these 1s are only re-rolled once. So if it gets a 1 again, it does not re-roll that. And it doesn't need to anyway. So there we go. Mary, trying to avoid as much of these wounds as she possibly can, unfortunately is going to take 2 wounds. The 4 will block at the 3, but the 2 3s let the 2 5s through, and that is 2 more wounds. She's down to 3 wounds. Come on, we just got to keep her safe until she can level up and heal some of that. Oh my gosh, come on, Mare. You can stay with me, please. But I mean, we got a lot of goblins here. Jeez Louise, you have a 1 in 3 chance of getting targeted. All right, this one. Who does it target? Okay, it targets Chester. All right. And it's also 3 dice. All right. Armor value of 3 means 4s or more here. Yikes. A 4 and a 6, re-rolling a 1, and a 5. A 4, 5, 6. That isn't too good. Don't forget, though, Chester's special ability is his 6s explode. And we don't have any 6s, but we do have a 4 and a 5. The 3 does nothing, but that means that'll be a wound. All right, so Chester's down to 7 wounds. Okay, so next up we have this goblin here. It's also rolling 3 dice, and who does it target? Chester again. All right, 4s or better, re-rolling 1s. All right, that's only a single 4. Come on, Chess. Damn it. All right, that's another wound. Chester is now down to 6 wounds. All right. I get a little nervous when we start using the single dice to show their wound totals instead of sticking it next to it. All right, once you're at 6 wounds or less, it's looking a little dicey. Okay. Anyway, so that was all 3 of those. Does Chester get to go next? Yes. So we have an initiative of 4, initiative of 2. Chester, initiative of 5. Chester, first time he gets to use his 7 attack dice. How does he want to do this? Well, how indeed? Well, let's do 4 on this one and 3 on this little one down here. Okay, here we go. 4 on this one. 4s or better. 6s explode. Yikes, only a single 5. Well, this goblin has a 1 in 3 chance of saving it. So, come on, let's see what we get. Dang, all right, that was enough to save it. Okay, so now we're looking at 3 dice down here needing 2s or better. And there we go. This one, hopefully, will fare a little better on. 3 defense dice. And yes, it is eliminated. So the 4 will block a 2. These 2 2s do nothing. Those 2 5s get through. That's 2 wounds, which means on this guy who only has a single wound, that is enough to eliminate him. All right, and that was 1 XP for Chester. All right, good job. At least we took out another one. All right, here's what we have left. And now it's time for this one to go, and this is another big one. We've only taken out the 2 weak ones so far. All right, so this one's going, and it is going to target anyone but Mary. Good, all right, it's Chester. Though we're starting to get to the point where we don't want Chester to get targeted either. All right, 3 attack dice, re-rolling 1s on Chester. And needing 4s or better, I should say, too. So only a single 4. Come on, Chess. You can block this. Thank you. No more wounds on Chester. Okay, that was everybody. Everyone's gone. Let's refresh the initiative tokens. And we'll start over again. Mary and Stephen will get to go here before any of the goblins. So Stephen, first of all, 7 dice. What does he want to do with those 7 dice? Let's do 3 on this one, 4 on this one. All right, 3 on this one because it only has 1 wound left, but it does need 4s or better. All right, not bad, Stephen, with 2 5s. Come on, let's see what it rolls in defense. 2 4s, awesome. So Stephen has killed this big old goblin here. And that was a level 3, so 3 more experience. And look at this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 2 away from leveling up again. All right, and that's not it, though. 4 dice on this one here, needing 4s or better. Okay, not as good. 2 4s. So no matter what, this one is still going to live. But let's see how much damage it takes. A wound. A 6 will block a 4, but the 4 will beat the 3, so that is a single wound on that one. All right. Next up is Mary. What does Mary want to do with her 3 dice? Well, out of what we have here, let's go after the one that's wounded. 4s or better, and pairs explode. All right, fantastic. So we do have 2 5s, which is a pair, so that's another die. Come on, 4 or more. Oh my gosh, darn it. All right, so that's 2 5s that this one's going to try to block. That's all it needs, just 4s or less. Darn. All right, so the 6 will block a 5, but the 5 will beat the 4, which means this one takes another wound. But unfortunately, it's goblin time now. All right, at least these 2 goblins. All right, let's do this one first. Who does it target? Man. 6. All right, that's Steven. That's honestly who we want to be targeted at this point with all the experience that, or all the health that he has. All right, 3s or more. I'm sorry. Yeah, exactly. Armor value 2, so 3s or more. Rerolling 1s. Oh, yikes. Pair of 6s. Come on, Steven. Nothing. That's 2 wounds. All right. Next up is this goblin here. Who does it target? Oh no, Mary! Hang in there, Mare! Mary with only an armor value of 1, 2s or more. And obviously, anything but 1s, essentially. So that's a 2, 3, and a 6. Come on, Mare. If she rolls trip 1s, she's dead. I shouldn't even say things like that. All right, come on, Mary. Pairs explode. All right, so she does block 2 of it, but that measly 2 still gets through and does another wound. She's down to 2 health. We need to have things. Okay, here's another thing we can do, though it doesn't help her much with experience, is at the beginning of a round of combat, you can declare that someone is resting. And what that means is they cannot be targeted, but they also don't combat that round. And realistically, we need her to get some experience. So resting may be what we have to do to keep her alive until maybe a weaker opponent comes along, but we just need 3 more experience for her. So like this guy, maybe we'll leave him for her to target in the future. But anyway, so that was that. All right, so next up then is Chester. So Chester gets to roll his 7 dice again. And who does he want to target here? Let's go all out. I'm doing all 7 dice on this goblin here. So 4s or more. Oh my gosh, look at that. That was terrible. A single 6. 6s do explode though. So maybe we'll just get a huge string of 6s here. No, but that is a 5. All right, so 2 defense dice. 5 or a 6, and it does roll a 6. So it only takes a single wound. Oh gosh, that was terrible. All right, next up then is this last and final goblin. Who does it target? Oh no, not Mary. Hang in there, Mare. Oh, she's so close to leveling up. Here we go. Rerolling 1s, needing 2s or better. All right, so that's all 3 of them. She needs to block at least 2 of this. Oh, jeez. Come on, Mare. Pairs explode. Thank gosh, because look at that. She takes a wound. All right, she's down to a single wound. So what I say here is oh, see, this is the problem. Do we risk it? We are starting a new round of combat. She gets to go second. So if we rely on Steven to maybe take this one out, Mary only needs to do a single wound to this one and get the 3 experience she needs to level up. And then hopefully this one, actually Chester will go before this one. So we can maybe take him out before he can get Mary. Or even if he's still alive, maybe he won't target her. 1 in 3 chance of targeting her. Let's go for it. Mary says let's go for it. So let's go for it. All right, so Steven first. In order for this plan to work, or at least have a shot at working, he gets 7 attack dice. We're putting all 7 on this one, and we need to kill this goblin. It has 2 wounds left. We need to roll 4s or more. Oh my gosh, Steven heard us loud and clear. Come on, we can do this. 4 6s and a 4. So that's 5 potential wounds. All right. 2 of these need to stay to kill it. We got it. Oh, thank gosh. So 6 blocks a 6, a 4 blocks a 4, but this 1 and 2 3s do nothing. Those 3 6s get through and do the more than enough wounds to kill that goblin. And look at this. Steven gets 3 more experience. 1, 2, 3. So Steven is going to level up. Let's put a little gem next to him so we'll remember he has to level up. And then this goblin is dead. All right, good. That's 1 less goblin to potentially target Mary. And now we're down to 2. And now it's Mary's turn. Mary with 3 attack dice on this one. It only has 1 wound left. Come on, Mare. 4s or better. Pairs explode. Okay, no pairs, but a 6 and a 4. On 2 dice. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, she did it! Oh my gosh, fantastic. 3 experience. 1, 2, 3. Now, we don't actually level them up until after the room's cleared. But she will get to heal, assuming she survives. And we have 1 goblin left. 1 goblin left. In initiative order now, boom, Chester's up next with 5 to 4. So that's why it was important to get rid of those 2 faster goblins. Here we go. Chester, 7 dice. Oh my gosh, because we're not out of the woods yet. This one has no wounds. We need to kill this one, otherwise it'll attack, and there's again a 1 in 3 chance of it targeting Mary, so we don't even want to risk it. Come on, Chester. 6s explode, needing 4s or better. Okay, not that good, really. Oh, yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Lots of 2s and 3s. 1 of the 6s explode. Come on. Darn it, it was nothing. So this one will live no matter what. Oh, boy. And it blocks a 4, so a 6 gets through. So it only took a wound. All right, here is where it could all fall apart. This goblin... Who's it going to target? If it rolls a 3 or a 4, it targets Mary. Come on. Anything but a 3 or a 4. I'm almost... Oh, thank God. Thank God. Oh, my gosh. A 5 means it targets Stephen, our healthiest adventurer. Thank the good Lord. 3 attack dice, needing 3s or better. Rerolling 1s. A single 6. Stephen... doesn't block it, unfortunately, so Stephen will take a wound, but that's okay. We start now a new round of combat. Now, we're still not technically out of the woods. We need Stephen and or Mary to... Actually, all 3 of them. All 3 adventurers will get to go before this goblin, so hopefully we can kill it. Stephen up first. 7 attack dice. Needing 4s or better. Oh, gosh. Okay, so there is 2 5s and a 4. All right, it's going to roll in defense here. Let's see what it rolls. No! Stephen doesn't do a single wound. It blocks it all. Oh, Lord. Mary's up next. Come on, Mare. Pairs explode, needing 4s or more. There's a 4 and a 6, but no pairs. It rolls in defense. She killed it! She killed it! Unbelievable! Good job, Mare. A 1 and a 3 in defense means that it takes 2 wounds. Oh, thank gosh, we were so close to losing her. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry, I know I'm getting like super worked up. All right. Now it's the fun part. Let's level these 2 up, Mary and Stephen. Let's level Mary up first. So, first, leveling her up means we're going to roll a d3 to see how much she heals. Only a wound. Oh, God. And then, like I mentioned, if you remember in the last one, if we choose for her level up to increase her max health, she gets another d3. So her max health jumps to 10. And because we chose health, she gets another d3. Come on, we need a 5 or a 6. Oh, God. Well, you know, so she's up to 3. Yikes. Okay. Now over to Steven. Steven, what does he want to do here? Well, first let's heal him with the d3. There's 2. So he only has 2 wounds. And then, what do we want to add that to? Well, we can't really add it to initiative bonus because he always goes first. So it would be to add to his already fantastic health or bump his attack dice up again. Let's bump his attack dice up again because he has no attack special ability apart from going first. So the more dice he rolls, the better. So all right, we'll bump that up to 8. And that's that. We have now leveled those 2 up. And it is time to adventure to the next room. What are we doing on time? All right, let's pause here and be right back. All right, folks, and we are back. Oh my gosh, I swear I get so worked up. All right, here we go. Next room. Where are we headed? Look at that. We headed straight, then we headed left, and then it's been straight the entire time. Which direction? There we go. We took a right. At the very end of this passageway, we took a right. So how many rooms is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're halfway about to the room requirement, but where are we on experience? Damn. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 3. So we're 7 experience away from summoning the final boss, should we wish to. All right. This room. Trapped or treasure filled? It's trapped! Oh my gosh! That's not what we wanted to see. But for the first time in this run through, we'll get to see what a trapped room looks like. Here's how it works. Each player, each adventurer gets a d6. Each adventurer gets 3 attempts to try to have all 3 dice match. All right, so typically we roll 1 for each of them to get an initial value. Chester with a 2, Mary with a 5, and Stephen with a 6. All right, so unfortunately that doesn't help us much because, you know, hopefully we were hoping that we'd have a pair and then we could keep rolling the other one. All right, so let's do Chester again. Dang. All right, let's do Mary again, her second attempt. Oh, God. Stephen, we really want to see a 3 or a 4 here. Oh, of course. Unbelievable. All right, well, let's roll Chester again. This is his 3rd and final attempt. Oh, God, it's a 3. So this is it, basically, right here. This is Mary's 3rd attempt. If it's not a 3, the trap is sprung. Darn it. Unreal. So it doesn't matter what Steven rolls. Oh, of course, he rolled a 3. So, unfortunately, that means the trap has sprung. We weren't able to disarm it, and everyone takes a wound. Oh, geez Louise. That was not what we wanted to see for Mary or Chester or Steven, honestly. So that's how a trap works. Oh, gosh. All right, now combat. What's in this room with us? It is kobolds. And how many kobolds? 2. All right. Hopefully that shouldn't be too terribly bad here. All right. Let's put this one on the back, on the bottom. Just so it's not confusing. Okay. Are we all still within camera? Yeah. Okay, good. All right. And these 2 kobolds. All right. So again, these are D3. So we have a 2 and a 1. And that's both for attack, HP, XP, and initiative bonus, as well as armor. All the way down. All right. So then we're rolling now to see what the initiative is. So a 2 initiative bonus plus 6. Oh my gosh, this one is fast. With an initiative bonus of 8. And Kobold's special ability is re-rolling 1 time any defense results of 1. And this Kobold, 1 plus 1 is a 2. So we have a super fast Kobold and a very slow Kobold. Chester, initiative, 2 plus 5 is a 7. Nice. Mary, 3 plus 4 is also a 7. Unfortunately, still not faster than that kobold, though. But Steven gets to go first, as always. And look at this. Steven is rolling 8 dice. So what does he want to do here? Does he want to split them up? Honestly, yeah, he does. Should we do 4 and 4 or 5 and 3? Let's do 5 and 3. 5 and 3. All right. 3s or better on that kobold. Nice. Look at that. Honestly, that better be enough right there. Okay, so 4 defense dice. And don't forget, kobolds re-roll 1s on defense. Oh my gosh, look at that. It had a fantastic defense roll, but just enough got through. A 6 blocks a 6, a 5 blocks the 4, but these two 6s still got through, and that's 2 more experience for our rogue, Steven. Nice. That's why his special ability of going first is honestly a fantastic ability. Just because he can, get in there and clear something out. All right. And now, the other two actually... Oh, I almost forgot. Steven still could wipe this one out too. All right, 2s or better here, and all 3 of them hit. And it'll try to defend. It has to block all these with only 1 HP, but it gets to reroll 1s. Okay, look at this. That's interesting, because the 4 blocks a 4, 4 blocks a 3, and only a 2 remains. So if this is a 1 again, it'll be eliminated. Nope, it actually blocks that. So, yeah, unfortunately, it took no wounds there. All right, but that's okay. With an initiative of 2, that means Chester and Mary both get to go next. And they're both 7, so it's simultaneous, but we'll just do... Oh, okay, good. So this is where we'll kind of... It's only 1 experience point, but let's give it to Mary because she needs all the XP she can get. All right, so, and obviously the hope would have been, if she had better XP or better health, would have been on that last time we leveled her up to add the value to her pathetic 3 attack, but she's so wounded we had to give it to her health. All right, here we go. 2s are better, but pairs explode, so those 2 1s still result in an extra die. That's a 3 and a 5. She only has to do 1 wound, and that'll do it. Perfect. All right, so the main thing is it's dead. And the threat of that kobold is eliminated. Now, come on, let's get some treasure here. Because, geez, we really need to try to find a health potion at this point. All right, what direction are we going in this time? Straight ahead again. All right. What room are we at now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Okay, and is it trapped or treasure-filled? Oh, neither. Okay, what's in here? This time it's goblins. How many? 1. A single goblin. And how strong is it? A 4. That means it's a level 2. 2 attack and 2 armor. All right, and what is its initiative? 2 plus 1's only a 3. So that is guaranteed that Stephen and Mary will go before it, and Chester will, at the very least, go at the same time. So let's do Chester first. 2 plus 1 is a 3. So those 2 will go simultaneous. But Mary, it honestly doesn't matter here because that would be an 8. All right, so Stephen goes first. Stephen's rolling 8 dice. Or do we want to pass and let Mary go? Oh boy, I'm just going to let Steven go here, honestly. Okay, and the reason is I don't want Mary to hear this, so I kind of want to say this softly, but I'm kind of writing Mary off. Unless we can really heal her up, she's probably not much longer going to last. So any experience she will get is kind of wasted on her if she ends up dying anyway. So let's just go with Steven. All right, 8 dice. 3s or better, and who knows, it could block enough of this to stay alive anyway. All right, so that is that's 7 potential wounds there. So 7 defense dice. And what the hell was this again? Oh, a goblin. I forgot to write it down. So it has no defensive bonuses, and that'll be enough right there to kill it. It only has 2 HP and there's 2 1s, so that will be enough to give Steven 2 more experience points. 1, 2. He's halfway to leveling up again. All right, good job. I like the quick rooms because they'll give you some quick XP and allow you to move on to potentially get some treasure here. What direction are we moving in now? Straight ahead again. We took a right and we are headed down another corridor apparently. All right, so... trapped or treasure filled. Oh, God, are you kidding me? It's another trap. Oh, just what we did not want to see. Okay, here we go again. Chester with a 6. Mary with a 4. And Steven with a 6. Okay, so here's an example of now we have 2 matches. 2 more attempts for Mary to try to get a 6. Oh, she did it! Are you kidding me? Fantastic. Good job, guys. They disarmed the trap. All right, but still, here we go. Combat time. What's in here? Oops. 2 means goblins again. How many? Oh, yikes. Are you serious? That is 5 goblins? Oh, man. Well, we've done it before. We can do it again. Well, and we had 6 that last time. Okay, so here we go. Come on, let these all be really low. Okay, it's a mix. It's honestly a mix of high and medium. So 2 5s mean 2 level 3s. Then we have 2 4s, which means 2 level 2s, and a 2 means 1 level 1. And then we will pop these down here for their armor values that are equivalent to what they've rolled. Oh boy. All right. And then it is initiative time. All right. This one up here. 3 plus 4 is a 7. 3 plus 3 is a 6. 2 plus 6 is an 8. Yikes. 2 plus 3 is a 5. And 1 plus 4 is also a 5. All right. So let's swap these around just a bit. We know this one's a 3 and a 3. So we get these in initiative order so we can see them a little bit better. And this one's our 2. So the fastest one isn't the strongest, at least. All right, and then initiatives over here. So Chester, 2 plus 5 is a 7. Mary, 3 plus 5 is an 8. Good job, Mare. So at least she'll be simultaneous with this one. So if this one kicks her out, which is just a nice way of saying, you know, slayed her, she'll at least still be able to do what she does, her attack. All right, let's get started. Starting with Steven, always going first, 8 attack dice. All right, I have a feeling Steven's going to want to split these up. The question is, how? Well, you want to do 4 and 4 on the fastest 2? I just don't have confidence. I feel like 4. All right, let's... yeah, okay. Let's do 4 on that one and 4 on this other 2. All right, here we go. 3s or better. Oh my gosh. A 3 and a 4, so what is it gonna... Okay, and so what were these again? I keep forgetting to write it down. Goblins. So goblins have no defensive special ability. Their special ability is on attack. All right, here we go. Oh, that was close. It does take a wound at least, so that's good. 1 wound. All right, next up. This one over here, 3s or better. Okay, well, we have a 4 and a 6. What does it roll in defense? 1 and a 4. Again, 1 wound. All right, there we go. Okay, so that was Steven. Now, Mary and this goblin get to go simultaneously with initiatives of 8. Let's just go ahead and do this goblin first. Who does it target? Mary, of freaking course. Only 2 attack dice, though, but it only needs 2s or better, and it rerolls 1s. All right, there's a 2 and a 4. Come on, Mare. She blocks it both. The 3 blocks the 2, and the 5 blocks the 4. Good job. Now, Mary gets to strike back. She's going to go... let's go after someone who hasn't gone yet. Let's go after this other 2 over here. All right, 3s or better. Pairs explode. And look at that. So the 2s do nothing, but they give her an extra die. She rolled a 6 and a 4. All right, she only has to do 1 wound to this guy. And that's all she does do. 6 blocks a 6, but her 4 gets through. Good job, Mare. So that's 2 more experience. 1, 2. All right, so not bad, not bad. And that one meets its end as well. Okay, so here's what we have left. All right, next up is Chester and this goblin going simultaneously with 7 initiatives. So let's do the goblin. I always like to do the bad guys first because it kind of lets me know who's kind of wounded and stuff, and kind of gets the hard part out of the way. All right, so who does this goblin target? Steven. All right, not bad. 3 attack dice, though, so armor 2 on Steven means 3s or better. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, yikes. All right, so Steven has his work cut out for him. No defensive special abilities, though. So how much of this can he block? Well, he blocked one of the hard ones, at least, so he does take 2 more wounds, so that's 5 wounds. So he is down to 7 HP. All right, and then now let's do Chester. Chester, 7 attack dice. Feels like it's been a while since we've seen Chester go. How does Chester want to do this? You want to do 4 and 3? All right, or 2 and 5. Do I think 2 dice could take that guy out? I'm just not ready to do that. I know 4 is probably not enough to take him out, but all right, let's do 3 and 4. All right, 3 dice on this one, 3s or better, 6s explode, and look at that. Oh my gosh, that 6 explodes for a 5. That's pretty darn good. It only has a wound left, so 4 defense dice against all this. 2 4s, a 5, and a 6. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Only a single wound, but thankfully that's all it needed. It only had 1 wound left. All right, good job, Chester. Barely, but good job. So that's 2 more XP. 1, 2. All right, good. At least that gets rid of that one. All right, we like taking out these beefy ones, so they will not be much of a threat anymore. All right, we're down to 3. And here's 4 dice on this one. 4s or better we need, and 6s explode. Oh, God. A single 5. Well, it has a 1, 2, and 3 chance of dying here. Of course. Okay. So that was Chester. All right, these 2 goblins now go. All right, so... Yep, this one will be next, and this is a big one with 3 attack dice. And who does it target? Eek. Of course, it's Mary. 2s or better, re-rolling 1s. Oh my gosh. Oh no. I'm not going to say anything. Mary can do this. 3. How am I on screen? I keep shifting things, I feel. Okay. 3 defense dice. Pairs explode. Oh no. That's it. No, it's not it. Okay, wait. Yes, it is. God, no. Mary has met her end. A 6 blocks a 6, but the 5 and the 6 get through. That means good old Mare, the wizard, Mary, has met her end. Now, the good thing for the rest of the party is her experience doesn't go away. It's a cumulative thing. So even though we lost Mary, we have her experience points to get us to the final boss. That means we update the target range. So a 1, 2, or 3 is now Chester, and a 4, 5, or 6 is now Steven. Oh, that's the hardest thing to do, is to rewrite the target range when a poor adventurer passes away. All right, now it's time for this last goblin. Who does it target? It targets Steven with a single die, needing a 3 or better, re-rolling a 1, and it does get a 4. Does Steven block it? No, Steven actually takes a wound. Steven is now down to 6 health. And that is everybody. All right, let's go ahead and refresh that. We'll start again with Steven with 8 attack dice. What does he want to do here? What does Steven want to do here with 8 attack dice? Let's just go for it. I'm going all 8 on that top one there. 4s or better. Oh my gosh, that may have been... No, see, that's exactly why I wanted to do that, because it's probably going to block some of this. And, but hopefully that'll be enough to kill it. It has 3 wounds. Jeez. Okay. Oh my gosh, I think we got it. A 5 blocks a 5 and a 6 blocks a 6, but a 1, 2, 3 does nothing. That's 3 wounds, and that's exactly why I did not split it up. All right, that's 3 XP. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that goblin is now gone. And Steven is 2 away from leveling up, and we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, over 50, so we can summon the final boss. How are we doing on time? Okay. Oh, not too bad on time so far. Okay, here we go. That was Steven. Chester. Kind of want to do the exact same thing. Chester has 7 attack dice. Let's do them all on this guy. 6s explode. Are you kidding me? 4s or better, so only those 2 got through. Thankfully, a 6 explodes, but we still need a 4 or more, and we don't. Oh, yikes. So it defends, it blocks one of them, so only a wound got through there. Oh, boy. So that means it's goblin time. Who does this first goblin target? It targets Steven. Okay. 3... attack dice against Steven, needing 3s or better, re-rolling 1s. Oh gosh, I feel like they're rolling so well. All right, and in defense, Steven blocks 1 of it, takes 2 wounds. He's down to 4. Oh, yikes. Oh boy, oh boy. Thankfully, he's about to level up. All right, this one, who does it target? Chester. With a single die, 4 or better, and it misses. Good. All right, that's everybody. Let's do this again. Steven, 8 attack dice, but it's wounded. That first one is. So let's do 5 and 3. All right, 5. 4s or better. There we go. 2 6s and a 4. It still has 2 wounds left, so let's just not see any 6s. Of course, it rolls a freaking pair of 6s. A single wound got through. Thankfully, both Steven and Chester will get to go. So, all right, 3 dice on this one. 2s or better. All right, there's a 4 and a 3. And there's a 1 and a 2. Good. All right, so this one's dead. Steven gets an experience point. See, this really screws up my experience, though, because now Chester goes. Oh, shoot. Because if he gets 3 experience points, it doesn't help him out at all. Steven needs the 3. Do we just have Chester rest, then? We should have said at the beginning... if Chester rested or not. What do we do? What do we do? Oh, let's just go for it, I guess. Oh my gosh. Because if Chester gets this, he'll get the 3 experience points, which doesn't do a whole lot for him, but oh well, here we go. Oh, he may not even kill this thing. He only has a 4 and a 5. All right, well, but that's still pretty good for an attack roll. Let's see if it can block it. Nope, it does take a single wound, and that's all it needs. So that's 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, so now the question is, what do we do? Do we go for another room, or do we summon the final boss? Where are we at on time? Let's pause here. Okay, so the question is, do we attempt another room in the hopes that it's easy and we only need 1 experience point to level Steven up and heal him. And technically we only need 3 more experience points for Chester. We could end up in a room with 3 ogres or 6 skeletons or something like that, which would probably be enough to wipe us out, but I just don't know if I think that we could beat a final boss right now. But you know what? Let's just go for it. We're gonna summon the final boss. You need 50 experience points to do that. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 5, 59. We have 59 total experience points. Let's summon the final boss. All right, here we go. Final boss is a 3. Well, let's see here. Summoning the final boss. All right, here we go. 3d6 attacks, sum the 2 highest results. All right, here we go. This is the attack value of the final boss. A 7. So it'll be rolling 7 dice. And then we have D3 armor. So just like an adventurer. Armor 2, so that's okay. Here's the big one. HP. 46, sum the 2 highest. Oh, gosh, darn it. That's 12 HP. That's where I thought we might be able to. If it was a low HP, that would not have been too bad. And then, unlike the initiative bonus, how it's calculated there, we do roll for it. So it's actually just a D6. 6. Okay. Of course, it has a 6. So it's going to be a +6 IB. All right, and the boss is always 10 XP. And why is that important? Well, if you were doing a campaign, then it would level one of them up potentially. All right, so I think that's everything. The final boss, by the way, has all special abilities of all the other monsters. So it gets to re-roll if any of its attack dice don't pass the armor value, plus all of its attack dice are +1, plus it explodes on natural 6s. Here we go. That's the boss right there. All right, we have to roll, though, for their initiative. So this is the boss. So 6 plus 3 is 9, which means no matter what, it is going to go before Chester. So you really don't even need to roll for Chester. His initiative is a 4. So it's going to go Stephen, the boss, then Chester. I have a bad feeling about this. All right, Stephen always goes first. 8, 2, 4, 6, 8 attack dice. Needing 3s or more. All right, that's not bad. Couple 6s, 4, 5, 2 4s actually. So 3, 2 4s, 5, and 2 6s. All right, that's 6 potential wounds here. The only defensive special ability he has is just like the kobold, so re-rolling any 1s. And he didn't roll any 1s. And look at this. Oh my gosh. Don't get my hopes up. Please don't get my hopes up. Well, I guess it actually wasn't that good, but still not bad. Only blocked half of it, so there's 3 wounds right there. So it's down to 9 HP now. All right, but now it's time for the final boss to go. So 7, 3, 6, 7. Who does it target, first of all? Chester or Stephen? Targets Chester, which is okay. Chester has the most HP right now. Needing 4s or better, but these are all +1. Okay, that's interesting. So that becomes a 6. That becomes a 6. These 2 4s become 5s. These 2 3s become 4s. And this 2 becomes a 3, which doesn't beat the armor, so it's re-rolled. And a 2 + 1 is a 3 again, so nothing. All right, so there's 6 potential attacks there. And Chester's 6s explode. Don't forget, these 6s didn't explode because they were unnatural 6s. All right, so 6s explode. Oh my god! Are you kidding me? And just like that, Chester's gone. A 4 blocks a 4, but look at all those 1s and 2s. That's 5 wounds. Unreal. 5 HP. We may have had a shot, but my god, with rolls like that, and Chester would have gone next. Chester didn't even have a shot. Oh, that's sad. All right, well, can Stephen go it alone with 4 HP? He's rolling 8 attack dice, and his only benefit is that he gets to go before the final boss. All right, 3s or better. He's rolling pretty damn good here. Look at this. He rolled so well to begin with. All 8 of these dice got through. Imagine if this boss rolled just nothing but 1s, 2s, or 3s. He could have killed him if he just had done 1 more wound. Rerolling any 1s? There are no 1s. So all those 2s and 3s will get through. The 6s and the 5s will block. So 4 wounds. 4 more wounds. Oh my gosh. So that's 7 wounds. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 minus 12 is 5. So it only has 5 HP left. Can you imagine if Chester didn't die? Oh God, because now here we go. Final boss. If Steven can survive this, we'll have a shot, but oh, these are all +1. Just need 3s or more. Oh, that's such a low roll. This 6 does explode, so I'm going to set a die aside. 4 becomes a 5. 3 becomes a 4. 2, all 3 of these 2s become 3s. This 1 becomes a 2 and gets re-rolled and becomes a 5. And then that 6 exploded, which becomes a 5. Yikes. There's 8 dice here. Steven needs to block 5 of this, and he has no defensive special abilities. Just a straight up roll here. You can probably see before me already, but 1, 2, and 1 means those will get through no matter what. So what does he block? A 3, a 4, 3 5s, and look at that. Takes 3 wounds. He's down to a single wound. This could be insane. Steven now goes first. Oh my gosh. 2, 4, 6, 8. No special abilities. Just straight up die rolls. 3s or better. He needs at least 5 of these to pierce the armor. Oh God. And I think that's all he got. Was 5 exactly. Oh, this is not going to be good. 2 6s, a 4, and 2 3s. If these 5 dice are all 1s and 2s, but 1s get re-rolled. Oh, yikes. 6 blocks a 6. 4s and 3s block everything else. A single wound. It's down to 4 HP, but it gets to go again. And Steven is down to a single wound. 7 dice. All +1s. 3s are better, so that 3 becomes a 4. These 2 4s become 5s. These 2 2s become 3s. And these 2 1s become 2s, which aren't enough, so they get re-rolled and they're +1. A 6. Okay, so 2 becomes a 3. And a 6 remains a 6 and explodes because it was... Well, does it explode? Yes. Because it's not an unnatural 6 because it wasn't made a 6. It was re-rolled and was a 6 from the roll. That is +1 and becomes a 2. Does that get re-rolled because it was an exploding 6? Yeah, because it wasn't re-rolled off of a re-roll. It was rolled off of a exploding 6. So that becomes a 4. All right, if you followed all that. All right, is this Steven's last stand? Well, we're about to find out. 8 defensive dice. And yeah, it was, because look at that. 1s and 2s do nothing. 2 6s and 2 5s means all that and that are gone. But Steven takes 3 wounds, and that puts him at a -2. Steven has passed on. Look how close we came. If Chester just had 1 shot at it, that would have been 7 dice. 6s explode. 3s are better. So that and 2 6s, a 5 and a 3, and 2 exploding 6s for a 4. And it would have rolled 5 dice in defense, re-rolling 1s, which would have been that 1. So that would have been 2 6s blocked, a 4 and a 3 blocked, and a 5 would have gotten through. So, yep, it still would have been alive even after a single shot from Chester. But my gosh, we got it down to 4 HP. And that's it, folks. That's Dicey Depths. Oh my gosh, what a roller coaster ride. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this. I thoroughly enjoy every play of this I do because it's insane. Thank you all so much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And until next time.